Hey, welcome back to the Sunday Serving channel. Hey guys, where you come every week for a dose of the gospel hope, for some word, truth to help you through the week. And there's a wonderful verse I love in the 11th chapter of Matthew. I know the last couple Sunday servings we read some of those scriptures, Matthew 10, about Jesus bringing the sword to divide, and that we have to be ready for persecution, that father will maybe be against son, mother against daughter, and talked about some of that. But shortly after those teachings, Jesus says this very encouraging word. Let's see if we can find it here. Matthew chapter 11, starting at verse 25. It says, "At that time, Jesus said, I praise you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because you have hidden these things from the wise and the learned and revealed them to little children. Yes, Father, for this is what you were pleased to do." So that's quite a poetic saying there. Jesus is saying that He's hidden truth. He's hidden the gospel truth from the wise and the learned. I don't think that Jesus is necessarily against wisdom or intelligence or learning, but I think this speaks to pride, to arrogance, to thinking you know it better. And Jesus hides the truth from people that are proud, from people that think they know everything, from the Pharisees who thought they knew everything that God had ordained through the law, but missed the heart of Jesus. And often the heart of Jesus, really what does it mean to obey Jesus, to love Him, is revealed to children, to the childlike heart, to simple trust. "All things have been committed to me by my Father. No one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and to those to whom the Son chooses to reveal Him." So the point here is Jesus was sent to earth, sent here to earth to show us, to teach us the will of God the Father. And if we can't really know that without Jesus, without Him teaching and telling us. I mean, God sent His law, He spoke to people, but to really understand the heart of God, it took Jesus. So Jesus reveals to us the will of the Father, and the Father reveals His will to us through the Son, through Jesus. And then it says here that if Jesus chooses to appoint someone to understand God, that'll happen. But then listen to this. After that He says these wonderful words. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened." So come to me, anybody that's tired, that's burdened, that's weary. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." What a wonderful word. Anybody that's tired, that's burdened, that's sad, that's depressed, that's lonely, that's weighed down by sin or troubles, what's the answer? Come to Jesus. Jesus will give you rest. Not learning, not following laws, not being virtuous, doing everything that's right. It's simple. It says, come to me. Come to Jesus, and I will give you rest, Jesus says. So what is rest here? I don't think that's, just taking a nap. But rest is peace in the soul. It's restorative. If you've had a good night's sleep, you wake up refreshed, you're ready for the day, you feel good, your spirit is uplifted, your body is healthy. Without rest, our bodies fail. We could die from lack of sleep. So this healthful, restorative rest, this peace, this state of being, comes simply from coming to Jesus. It says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and laden, and I will give you rest." Then it goes on, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart." And he repeats, "and you will find rest for your souls." So, take my yoke upon you. I was actually hoping to find a yoke in this barn here, a yoke that oxen use, but I guess the most similar thing is this is a collar that you put on a horse when you put a harness on a horse, and it kind of distributes the weight. And there's some yokes that are built for people. You put over your shoulders and you hang buckets on it. So you're carrying this burden, whatever you're carrying, but the yoke helps distribute the weight to make it easier to bear a load. So come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. So this yoke that we need to take on, if we have a burden, we do it for Jesus. And Jesus says that his yoke is easy. Okay? It's easy to bear any burden in life using the yoke of Jesus. He is gentle, he is humble in heart, and we will find rest for our souls in Jesus. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. I mean, what a wonderful word for anybody worn down by life, fighting. You know, all the division, all the unrest in the world today, all the wars, poverty, families that are being torn apart, whatever it is, whatever the burdens are, just even in these difficult financial times, making enough money to put food on the table. All these burdens. Jesus says, come to me, take his yoke upon ourselves, and it is easy, it is light. Jesus will help us bear it. So take comfort in that, and God bless you. Have a wonderful week.